beware if you want to get your road test. You can get your road test, but the moment you get it and the moment you think you passed, now DMV has did a change. It's not now, but they say it's been around since 2018. And the reason why they did a change was because students were hitting the examiner. That is a wrong way to do things. So DMV decided to take action and to change everything. When I mean everything, the inspector will not even tell you whether you pass or fail personally. Back in the day, they used to do it. Also, they used to take your 5-hour certificate and keep it for themselves or send it to Albany, whatever they do with it. That changed now. They give it back to you. And you don't even know whether you pass or fail. They're not allowed to say it because of the reasons why they've been hit, whether you pass or fail. If you're going to fail and you whack somebody, it's going to affect everybody else. So they're not allowed to say it anymore. They keep quiet, and I have seen this live in person like 2 weeks ago. I'm right there by the car of my driving school that I work for, and they don't say anything to you at all. They will give you a business card that the day you have your road test, you have to log in exactly 6 o'clock and see your results online. And I don't know what happens to the 5-hour certificate, but back in the day, they used to take it away from you and you would pass. Now they give it back to you and they send you the results on the computer. You have to log into a website that belongs to the DMV or something. I just saw the card. I just gave a glimpse. I wasn't paying attention. But it took one person or multitude of persons to screw it up for the rest of you guys or whoever's going to go out there to take a driving test. I do suggest that you guys do everything well, left turn, right turn, stop, parallel park, broken U-turn. Remember, the broken U-turn has 3 names. Please do not forget those 3 names, just in case, because I don't understand one name for 3 things. Like, one name, and it's the same thing you have to do. So it's 3-point turn, K-turn, and broken U-turn. Expect that. And the parallel park is the same, and then you do a pullover when you're done on the road test. Be careful with your pullovers because people has touched a curb. Remember, touching a curb is no, and don't go over the curb, please. But yes, changes. I personally do not even know what you do with your 5-hour certificate once you pass on the computer. So say computer says you passed. I don't know if you go to a driving school and you give it back to them, or if you took it by yourself personally in your own vehicle or a neighbor or friend's vehicle. I don't know. But I've been hearing that it changed in 2018. And I've done 3 road tests in 2018 and that didn't happen back in the day. So maybe that was after. But it's funny. But it took one person to damage it for the rest. But anyway, when you go take your road test, you have to have more patience now because your very same day of your road test, you have to wait till 6 o'clock to see your answers. Just do everything correctly. And remember, don't get upset because you're doing 15, 20 lessons in a driving school or with friends or family, but DMV does require 50 hours, of driving. So don't think it's too much and you're wasting too much money. We do require that. I always require that. If you're going to drive in a driving school, please do your homework and see if you can get a car on the side. I understand people don't trust you or your dad, your boyfriend, your mom, brother. Everybody screams at people. I get it. I have students that tell me that every single day. It's really hard, and some of them just cannot practice on a van, even though it's kind of the same thing. Even parking is easy as hell. So again, DMV changed everything. They give you road tests. Please be calm and just leave everything in God's hands. Whether you pass or fail, if you fail, you do it again. You pass, congratulations. But DMV got serious as a fight back for hitting them, and I do not like the change myself, but it took a moron to screw it up for the rest. So I hope this video keeps you up to date with what's going up with the DMV regulations now. But yeah, and you're not required to wear a mask anymore. If you want to, all right. If you don't, yeah, it's the same thing. So, oh, and here's another FYI information I found out through somebody. You may love and hate New York. It's a bipolar relationship with me towards New York. But I did find out through somebody in California. California, the road test is 10 times worse than here. What do you mean 10 times worse? From what I was told, I'm like, wait a minute. And everybody in New York is scared to death. In California, you have to tell them everything about a car. Like, tell them the functions of a vehicle. Here in New York, they're not doing that. This is not CDL. But in California, they do that. Supposedly what I heard, that it's 10 times more rougher for a road test there than it is here. So if they're only looking to see what you're doing. They're not asking you questions. They're not saying, hey, what is that blinker used for? Or how do you use the gear? They're not asking you questions. Calm down on a road test. Take a breather. You got this. Make sure you are taught correctly, because if you think that you're not, please speak up. Don't keep it quiet. This is your future. This is your road test. This is your money. You have to make sure you have everything correct and do not fail. If your instructor is hardcore, let it go. If they're chill, let it go. But you have to understand that I, as an instructor, I go hardcore and firm, but I do open up my students in order for me to have a relationship with the student, because I don't want them to get nervous or frightened or scared. Because I understand a road test, you could get so nervous that you could forget how to park. And I also teach how to fix parking just in case said happens on a road test. You get nervous and we didn't teach you how to fix it. But do the road test correctly, please. You could write YouTube comments down below if you would like to, but just don't get nervous for a road test, please. If you burn it the first time, learn from said mistake. Don't do it again. Start fresh. Go on it again. You got this. So did I. Everybody else learned first, second time around. But don't be nervous. And yes, we have to wait till 6 o'clock. I don't think they're going to change anytime soon, or that's in effect forever. I'm not sure, because DMV does change certain rules and certain locations every couple of years. So I'm going to see how that goes. So anyway, peace out, guys.